a bag up in Louis, then go cop a crib on the north side. 1500, that's the game, no.
Yo, JP Nation, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's your boy Maxim as usual, back with another My Hero Academia The Strongest Hero video. Now, if you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Just click that like button and also head down and click that red button. Join the nation, it would be really appreciated. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the most frequent question that I always get, which is, what should I spend my money on, and if I decide to spend money on this game? And before actually jumping into it, I want to make this disclaimer because I don't want you guys to go crazy and spend money on gacha games. Gacha games are gambling games where nothing is actually guaranteed, so you can actually get the things that you want and not to at the same time. So this is something to keep in mind. So unless you have a reason or you have this money laying around and you don't have where to put it, might as well spend a couple of bucks, not much. This is a disclaimer, so don't go crazy. That's my advice. If you're not making content or anything, don't be like me. Don't be stupid, okay? With that being said, let's just jump right into it because I kinda went crazy on the game the moment that it got out, and of course I finished the top up bonus kind of thingy. So I really wanted to finish it all off and get it over with. This is a bonus that I sort of wish they brought back each time you're spending, especially for spenders, because you get your money's worth and you get some cool stuff, especially these hero coins and also these active cards, and they were really cool and stuff that I was looking forward to, honestly. So before jumping into the complicated stuff and so on, the top up hero coins, I wouldn't recommend you guys kind of make them the raw hero coins. I wouldn't recommend you guys buying them because it's a total rip-off, because you're going to be spending a ridiculous amount of money on something that you can easily get for way cheaper. Taking for example this thingy for $50, you can just get it from here with a chance with $29.99. This is an example. I wouldn't recommend you guys buying this kind of bundle unless you're actually or totally desperate to get hero coins, but that's the sort of thing that I wouldn't recommend right now. So don't go on raw hero coins. Always try to see if there is a certain kind of deal, and because they're much worth, in my opinion, of course. But I wanna cover up something very important. The things that I usually buy is actually the monthly cards, and I used to buy the weekly card benefits. I used to to get it because I was going crazy, especially at the beginning. But once I kind of reached, I think it was the top level 5, I think, I kind of stopped buying it. So that's why you see me kind of behind compared to a lot of people in my server, because when I made the calculation, if you're kind of buy that $5 a week, it's gonna add up and you're not gonna get your money's worth. It's just gonna be $20 a month, which is a ridiculous amount of money to get. Sure, you're going to be getting that 50 hero coins per day, but I wouldn't kind of justify it, especially when you reach the top levels, because you already kind of grinded up the things that you need to, but once you start doing your dailies and everything, you don't need to spend a ridiculous amount of money or spend money on that to get the actual stamina. I feel the dev teams can be cheeky with the fact that they kind of relate the events that they bring into the game with every update, relate them with stamina, which is kind of sucks in my opinion. But I just hope or kind of wish that they make them mana or stamina free, because I don't know, it just feels wrong to me, but I hope they change it. But my opinion is get the monthly card because it's kind of worth it. It's actually cheap because you get 3k hero coins in a month period, which is really cool. Of course, these things I got from the beginning, and those the most generous hero coins that you'll ever get for the cheapest. I would actually recommend you guys getting them because they're such a bargain. Because as you saw earlier, I believe 3k hero coins costed like 40 or 50 bucks in the top up thingy, and you get them for like 20 bucks, I believe, at the time that I actually bought it. So I definitely recommend you guys getting them. The same with this one as well. It's such a bargain. It's such a huge thing that you get, especially when you start getting like into the game and you start playing it at the beginning. These are going to be a huge boost in order to get, so I would definitely recommend. So something to keep in mind, this is like a frequent question: to unlock in elite like permanent gain extra reward like 13k 750. Some people ask me, is this like permanent? Is this something that I'm going to be getting each week or something? The answer is not. You're not going to be getting them each week. It's just like something that you get one time, so keep that in mind. This is something that you should get as well. There's a lot of things that you can get, and these are like the most rewarding sort of battle pass. Can I call them battle pass? Because you get a ridiculous amount of hero coins as you go. So I would recommend you guys like doing them. And of course, like if you get lucky with these sort of advanced support card random box, you can actually get some stuff from a 5-star card or 6-star for a support character. That would be amazing as well. So jumping on to the next sort of like criteria for the things that you should actually get, I still buy some of these elite permanent thingies or the timed event related elite permanent, but I don't buy like most of them. I only buy the one where it actually gives you like gear materials, because it contains the special alloy. It gets 2, and that's like the highest thingy that you can actually get, and it's actually the most rare thing you can actually get in the game right now. So keep that in mind. So the only thing I would recommend you guys buying when it comes to the timed event, I would actually buy the gear one, because you get those special alloys. So make sure to get that whenever you can. I don't care about the rest. I don't actually buy them because I feel like they're waste of like money. So keep that in mind. I don't buy this one. Maybe like at the start I actually bought these two a couple of times, but now I stopped. I kind of stopped because it's just waste of money. So keep that in mind. It's your money, and yeah, you have to decide. Like honestly, it's a huge investment when it comes to gacha games, so keep that in mind. Like honestly, let's jump up into the top up thingies, and what's the best thing you can invent or invest, sorry, your money in when it comes to like the supply packs. I wouldn't recommend you guys buying these because they're a total waste of money, honestly. So no, don't buy them. Like I said, I actually bought these pack a couple of times, but I was desperate for hero coins, and they're the cheapest way to get hero coins. And plus, like if you buy like the 4,000 pack thingy, is way better than buying the these two. How can I check it? There isn't like the right now it's not around, but there is another one that actually gives you only five. I believe it was like 5 summons for around like 10 bucks or something, and you need to get like one multi, you need to buy twice. So I kind of calculated it, and I bought this one instead, which was a great deal at the time, because if I get like 4,000, I'm basically winning 2 multis at a time. So that's why I bought it, but I wouldn't recommend you buying those. The only thing that is worth buying is the 100 thingy, because you get like your money's worth, because you get like 100 like 3 multis and a half sort of, and you don't have to like to spend on 5 as well, 5 at a time. So I would actually spend that. When it comes to these like the active cards, sort of like exclusive boxes, I would actually buy these two, and I wouldn't buy this one because it's the biggest waste. If you make the calculation here, it's not worth it at all, because basically you're going to be spending like 20 bucks on something like on 15 and plus 3, and the jump is not significant enough to pay double the money to get like just 20. So you add up like sort of 5 cards for over like 20 bucks. That doesn't make sense. So this one I would never buy, because this is like the biggest scam like ever. So I would just avoid it as much as I can, like honestly. So I would buy these two to get the active cards, but I would stay away as much as I can with this one. It doesn't matter if you get the card or anything. Don't be desperate enough to spend money on this one. Instead, like, instead just buy those two and wait until the card like stays or come back around at certain time. Like honestly, these one is not worth at all. This one is not worth at all as well. Like honestly, you just like have to make the smart investment and the smart decisions when it comes to gacha games. Like I said, it's kind of gambling, so make sure that you don't spend money at all. In my opinion, like honestly, I haven't been spending as much as I used to on the game. I used to like to spend like $1,000 or something a month, but now I'm kind of way less. I think it's my kind of spending went from 1,000, I think, to probably $150 a month or something. It went significantly low as I progressed in the game, so keep that in mind. Once you reach like late game, you probably not going to find stuff to do. You're probably going to be doing just like the agency assessment a couple of times, like a day or something, but you're not going to be finding the right PvE content that would suit your characters. So that's just my advice. Just take it easy, progress through the game, unless there is like a reason to, you're a content creator or something, then you have every reason to do that. With that being said, I would like to thank you guys for 500,000 views, and we are growing so fast, and I would really appreciate you if you click that like button. And also I made like a community post where you can actually ask me whatever you want, and I would be answering it in the next video. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. And with that being said, I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye.